I have a very serious question. Does anyone on the internet actually know the first day of fall? Because according to a lot of things I see, it is July 5th, August 1st to September 1st, if we're being generous. And I think conceptually, I do understand because in most of the United States, it is insanely hot. So everyone is hoping for a bit of respite from the heat. But here in Maine, let me tell you, it doesn't get warm until July 1st. So thinking about fall starting 5 days later is brutal. Absolutely brutal. So let's rank all of the fall trends that are coming across our feeds right now and how we can do them a little bit more sustainable. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Going Zero Waste YouTube channel. Today, we are talking about fall, autumn, a season that most of us know and love, and how on earth it became such a consumer-centric season. If you're new here, I do videos on sustainable living as well as critical commentary on consumption culture. So please hit that big red subscribe button if you're interested in more videos on these topics. And let's dive straight into it. I am going to have to give a major failing grade to most home decor trends that are happening right now. So much of what is for sale at Home Goods, Hobby Lobby, is all plastic junk that is going to wind up in the landfill.
I am filming this at the end of June, and we are already seeing Halloween decorations.
When did fall become Christmas? Because I feel like fall might be almost more popular than Christmas. Do you remember decorations going up for fall? Like how they do now as a child? Because I don't. Of course, you have your Martha Stewarts. You had your magazines, you had your things that would lean into some decor, but right now, I feel like it is getting out of hand. Influencers post these beautiful videos, people buy the products, therefore brands make more products. But the fact is, so many of these things, especially ones that are released for very limited drops, break pretty easily. They're not designed to be super good quality. They're designed to keep you in a spending loop. So how can we celebrate the season without falling victim to so much planned obsolescence? So much of this is very cheaply made. It is not used from year to year, and it is going to wind up in the thrift store or worse, in the landfill. If you really want to participate in these trends because you feel like they have longevity for you and your home decor, I would highly recommend looking into possibly thrifting some of this. I know it's around. So many of these garlands and ceramic pumpkins, 100% polyester blankets that are going to shed microplastics every time you wash them, assuming that you're even going to keep them for 2 or 3 years, which I would be shocked. I do not find these pumpkin ceramics that people are making soup in to be practical at all. I make a giant batch of soup and then I put it in the fridge and then I scoop it out into individual portions at that point in time. I have 9 kitchen cabinets, so I don't have a lot of room to store seasonally themed ceramics and decor and plates and bowls, nor would I want to have it if I were only going to use it 3 months out of the year. And I don't think it's an overly normal experience to have tons of kitchen cabinets that are just empty where you can just keep all sorts of seasonal decor. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comment section down below, but I just don't think that is something most people have in their lives. I do have one seasonal mug. It is the seasonal mug that has pumpkins on it that Shelby left at my house I think 3 years ago, and I do love that mug. I use it all year round. It is very cute, and sometimes I will serve myself soup in that mug. But the feeling of fall in soup does not come from having the mug, it simply comes from eating soup. I could eat soup in a bowl and still feel like it was autumn and still feel as though soup season has arrived.
Let's go. All right, let's pumpkin spice everything. We got the mood, we got the pumpkin.
We are asking the tough questions. When did pumpkin spice become a way of life? And if that's not embroidered on a pillow somewhere in Home Goods, then I don't know what is. Autumn is just the latest thing in a very long line of things that are being commodified and used to essentially sell you on the idea of a nostalgic feeling. We obviously have a lot of this with Christmas, but now it is trying to be replicated across multiple holidays or seasons. And I think most successfully, it has been fall. This has been fueled by influencer culture, Pinterest boards, and of course, we're going to have to talk about the notorious pumpkin spice latte. And pumpkin spice truly is a masterclass in marketing. It is incredible how much it has been memed and commodified, and how much we see all over our Pinterest boards and social media. And it's kicked off what I think is a long line of seasonal consumerism that is trying to be replicated in all sorts of holidays. There are so many limited edition drops happening during fall, creating a lot of urgency, causing people to buy. And I think we can really trace this back to the pumpkin spice latte, which started in October of 2003. And then, because it became so popular, they started to release it early, and now it is considered the signifier of autumn. And now we are seeing limited edition product drops from things like makeup palettes to deodorant to pumpkin spice goldfish. I actually don't know if pumpkin spice goldfish exist, but I'm going to guess that they do, and I will do some research, and if they don't, I hear a big eh, and if they do, we'll hear a little ding, ding, ding. If you like a pumpkin spice latte, go out, go get one. No one here is hating. In fact, I love holidays. I love the holidays. I love seasons. I love to party. But I just want to do it in a more sustainable way that's not some influencer selling me on the idea of fall. Because the fact is, you can never buy your way into that feeling. The feeling that they're selling you is tapping into your nostalgia. It is tapping into the feeling of comfort. And most of these feelings come from spending time with people we love. So the true secret sauce is actually being with people and building community. And that's something you're just never going to be able to buy your way to. So if you would like a pumpkin spice latte, I would love for you to go out, buy one of those, and enjoy it. If you want to make this more sustainable, opt for a non-dairy milk. Bring your own cup to the store or cafe where you can drink one with a real mug, sitting down and taking a moment to just slow down and enjoy the season. Because when we take the moments to breathe and to sit and to relax, we can truly enjoy the moment. And oftentimes consumerism and buying things, we are trying to fast track our way to the feeling because we've become so accustomed to one-click buying or one-stop shopping where you can get immediate gratification. But the fact is, sitting back, relaxing, and enjoying yourself is one of the main things people are craving through consuming this type of content. They are selling you on the idea of slow, which is what you so desperately crave, but you're never going to get that through purchasing something. Of course, you can also make a pumpkin-flavored creamer at home that is really easy to do, and you can also enjoy it all year round. And the best things about fall aren't buying things to remind you of fall. It is to literally go outside and see nature. I think leaf peeping and going out and admiring nature is something that is so beautiful. We are so disconnected from nature right now. A new article just came out on The Guardian that says people's connection to nature has shrunk more than 60% since 1800. So if people want to go out and experience the joy of fall by going on a nature hike and looking at leaves, I think we need more of it. We need more people connecting with nature, and I think this is a wonderful trend. And I hope people will really start to enjoy more of the beauty of our planet and what she has to offer. Go out and look at the beautiful leaves and how they are turning color. Go on a fall hike. Pack a fall picnic. Go apple picking and support your local orchards. Go to your local pumpkin patch and get a pumpkin and eat it, right? And eat it. Or if you're going to carve the pumpkin, eat the carved parts out. Roast the seeds. It's all about enjoying the season in a sustainable way, not necessarily going out and buying a plastic one. I think this is a great way to get a little bit more in touch with our food systems and can be a really great learning opportunity, especially for children. So I am very pro going to the You Pick farm and think that's wonderful as long as you make sure you're not wasting any food.
Good soup.
Thrilled soup season is rolling back around because I make some incredibly delicious soups that are so budget friendly. Eat on that all week long and I will feel nourished and so happy. One of the main reasons why I love fall is because it is such an inexpensive time to make food. I will make a giant batch of soup. I will get a big bag of apples and I will make apple crisp. And I call it peasant food because I do a big crusty loaf and then we do a bowl of soup, and then for dessert we'll eat our apple crisp and we eat it all in a bowl and we'll be under a blanket and we'll watch a movie, and it's just so cozy and nice and such an amazing way to tap into the feelings of the season without really buying anything that is considered a consumer item. Well, I mean, I guess technically food is a consumable item, but you know what I mean. And you can still romanticize that aspect of your life by using local or in-season ingredients.
Assume these are all 3-wick candles. There's so many.
Oh my god!
Seasonal candle hauls are something I just cannot get behind. I mostly just don't get behind candles much anyways, preferring to stick with just a natural beeswax candle to begin with. And if I wanted to add a scent to my home, I would probably do a simmer pot, and these have picked up in popularity over the last few years. But you can also make one using food scraps. For instance, if you were eating an orange, you can save the orange peel. You can use the core of your apple. You can use your food scraps to make your home smell amazing and have that fall scent. But if you're going to do it just from the regular beginning stages of food, make sure you compost it at the end of its life.
These are the sweaters you need to get rid of this fall. Get them out of your closet, save this post, and don't forget.
As the weather starts to cool off, I think a lot of us have nostalgic feelings of going back to school and the weather cooling down, and we finally get to layer more. And you get to feel cute because it's not so hot outside. And so, of course, we're going to feel drawn to more fashion at this time of year, or at least I certainly do. And so many influencers are going to try and sell you on a lot of new fall fashion trends, but the fact is so many of those are thriftable. So if this is something that you want to participate in, or you need more sweaters, perhaps you move to a colder state and you need to redo some of your wardrobe. That's totally fine, but how can you participate in it in a slightly more sustainable way? Personally, I am able to thrift a lot higher quality item for a much cheaper price point than I could buy it in the store. So check out your local consignment stores. Go thrift shopping. There is no reason you need to overhaul your entire wardrobe, like so many of these influencers are telling you that you need to do. How could you rework some of the existing pieces in your closet? Perhaps you have a summer dress. Can you put a sweater under it? Is there a way that you can warm it up with some really thick tights or boots? And be thinking more about the versatility of the pieces that you already own. Love seasons, and I love being fulfilled in this time of year and really leaning into all this season has to offer us. But I think we can do it in a bit more sustainable way that doesn't involve completely overhauling our entire wardrobe so that way we can grab sweaters in the latest color and buy a bunch of pumpkin-shaped ceramics that we're going to keep for a year before throwing out because they are of such poor quality, they are immediately getting chipped. I truly believe that we can lean into the meaning of the season in a sustainable way and have an even more fulfilling experience that's not rooted in consumerism. This, of course, will save us money, reduce waste, and genuinely make us happier. Talk about a triple win. So this is how we're going to get all of the things. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and press that big red subscribe button to be notified when new videos are coming out. Please let me know what your favorite fall activity is down in the comment section down below and maybe how you're making that a little bit more sustainable. And I will see you next week with a new video.